Next news. Breaking news from the White House.
President Trump just delivered another crushing victory for law and order. Vice President J.D. Vance revealed the administration dropped a wave of Biden-era lawsuits that wrongly targeted police departments across the country. Those suits accused officers of discrimination and handed criminals the upper hand, and now they're gone. Democrats are already screaming, twisting every word and melting down online, but this is not random noise. It's part of a deliberate reset that puts cops first and criminals last. The question is how far this rollback will go and what it means when the federal government finally stops fighting its own police. Now, viewers watching this know the difference it makes when police feel supported instead of targeted. Crime rises when officers hesitate. Communities suffer when bad guys sense weakness from Washington. This move removes the federal pressure that forced departments into defensive postures and let activist lawsuits drain resources. And politically, it signals the end of using civil rights tools as weapons against local law enforcement. And supporters see restored morale and faster results on the streets. Opponents fear lost federal leverage over police practices. Either way, the change hits daily life through safer neighborhoods and fewer handicapped officers. The stakes are not abstract court filings. They are the difference between backing the badge or undermining it at every turn. Now, this restoration of American strength, it reaches into critical minerals that power our defense and our economy. This breaking news from SAGA metals are trading as SAGMF in the United States and SAGA in Canada. They're back in the spotlight much sooner than expected. In less than 6 months, this company has moved at a pace rarely seen in the critical mineral space. In less than 48 hours ago, SAGA announced a 100% drill success rate across all 57 holes at its radar project. And they did it ahead of schedule. Now, that alone would be major news, but it's only part of the story. SAGA also added $10 million to its treasury through a strategic financing round that strengthens its position. Now, these results matter for national security because domestic supplies of key metals reduce reliance on foreign adversaries and support American manufacturing and defense needs. Keep your eyes open for the in-depth interview on this very topic. It's dropping tomorrow morning right here on this channel. And make sure you check the link in the description for the full briefing. Now back to the developing story on Trump administration's law and order push. See, while these lawsuits roll back federal interference, the rhetoric war is heating up fast. President Trump coined a new name for the opposition, and it's spreading like wildfire. Democrats claim it's an attack. Supporters, well, they call it simple truth-telling that lands because it fits the record. The same critics are now twisting a Vance comment on fraudsters into political purge, and they can keep proving they can't handle plain speech about cleaning up the system. Democrats are losing it after having their party name changed to Democrats by President Trump.
Anyway, they're defective. I came up with a new name. I don't know if I should.
Oh, I know which one it is.
Democrats. Because they're dumb. They're dumb. It's D-U-M. I got rid of the B. So you're only changing one letter, right? E goes and the U comes. It's a Democrat.
You know you take up more space in people's heads than any one person on the face.
The Democrats. So Trump shot at the Democrats, calling them Democrats, as the left's spiraling. Now J.D. Vance is adding fuel, warning that fraudsters need to be kicked out and thrown into prison.
Do you like having a state governor who doesn't work with the federal government to fight against fraud? No. So let's kick Janet Mills to the curb. Yeah. And let's send Paul LePage to Washington to help us fight the fraudsters and protect all of you. This guy just said, send him to Gitmo. No comment, sir, but I kind of like sending the fraudsters to Gitmo. We got to get him out of this country, and we got to get him in prison. Here's the thing.
Send him to Gitmo. So Vance fraudster warning already has Democrats panicking. He's following up with even bigger news, confirming Trump just dropped those Biden lawsuits that wrongfully targeted police departments. Check this out.
Last year, President Trump dropped a series of lawsuits from the Biden administration that wrongfully accused all of you of discrimination. and accused your departments of discrimination. And we know that what that did is that it empowered the bad guys to tee off on you when they felt like they had an administration that was fighting with the bad guys instead of fighting for our cops and our law enforcement. Because when it comes to federal law enforcement, there's no more effective partner than all of you, than our state and local officers. We can't do everything. We wouldn't want to do everything. But we recognize that the jobs that you do every single day makes it easy for us to keep our fellow citizens safe. We've reduced the burden on police by giving city officials more freedom to move homeless and others causing chaos into treatment rather than languishing on the streets and endangering both themselves but also their fellow citizens.
So J.D. Vance confirming that Trump has dropped a mass swath of leftist lawsuits that targeted police departments nationwide for discrimination. Law and order has returned. So the real story is institutional control shifting back to elected leadership that respects police and targets actual fraud. Dropping those lawsuits ends years of activist-driven federal cases that demoralized officers and empowered criminals. Trump and Vance are making clear the government will stand with law enforcement instead of second-guessing it. This is the reversal the country voted for, and the establishment knows that it weakens their grip. So the Trump administration is delivering on its promise to restore law and order by ending weaponized lawsuits and supporting our police. This is America First in action. So share this clip and drop your thoughts below and let us know if you agree the time for federal overreach is over. Does this move make you feel safer in your community? And join the thousands of patriots who have already texted the words raw feed to 844-840-4963. They're already bypassing the algorithm, getting direct updates straight to their phone. And make sure you check out the Next News merch shelf below this video. We've got some new America 250 gear I think you'll really like. We're going to keep covering the wins they don't want you to see right here at the Next News Network.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this. Share this now.